The kind of mineral resources we have in our country is enough to take care of everybody in that country. We should not have a single poor person in Sierra Leone. But unfortunately, we are not given the free will to make decisions on our own mineral resources. There's always Big Brother who decides. And when you fight and say, no, we are not going to do this, they use the system to stop you. It's either they set you up with the opposition and they'll be supporting the opposition against you from the back, or they cause unnecessary chaos in your country so that you are not able to even govern your own people. They will do things to make you not to be functionable. And of course, any country that don't have peace cannot develop. You have to have peace before you talk about development. I'll give you a simple example about Sierra Leone. Every mining company that is in Sierra Leone today is owned by a foreigner. Every mining company. If it's not the Chinese, it's the American, it's the British. Our electricity, Bumuna, is run by the British, and we still don't have light. We're looking for light, electricity. If you don't have electricity, how can you talk about education? How can you talk about health facility? How can you talk about improving the infrastructure of your country? We don't have electricity. Now, do we actually even have proper water, pipe-borne water, so that our kids will not be sick? We don't have those facilities. Why? With all the minerals we have, there is a cap you put. Before my husband became the president of Sierra Leone was benefiting, they said, what's the word? 0.000.1%. What is that? Basically, a company can take as much as $100 million out of the country in terms of minerals, and then they can just give the country $10,000. Now, what will $10,000 do for our health system? What is $10,000 do for our educational system? And these are the things I believe that are stopping Africa from progressing. We don't have a say. The sense about us celebrating independence, I don't know why we celebrate independence, because we are not free. That is my own take. I'm not speaking also on behalf of the government of Sierra Leone, nor am I speaking on behalf of His Excellency the President. I am speaking as Fatima, as a citizen of a country who believes that things need to change.
I join you in that sense. I'm Jesse, I'm a person. Fatima is a person. We agree. I see you. I value your perspective, and I want to find a way forward. Right? Neither of us likes the status quo.
No.
We see women and girls being oppressed. We see patriarchy stronger than ever. And we see colonial forces that persist without accountability. So it's one part to elucidate the problems that come from that. The many sequelae of extraction include inadequate remaining resources to develop as a state, to do all the things that people want to do for themselves. Provide education, provide health care. So I wonder, as we think just as two citizens of the world committed to a better humanity, where do we go from here? Do you have any practical ideas about where we might start? Or collective ideas that we might gain support for?
I feel Africa, patriotism is very important. You have to love your country to want your country to be a better place. Patriotism, I think we have to have that sense of patriotism in our countries, and our leaders also should be subjected to that. You know, it is not only when you were talking about election and then everybody come out and celebrate, and after election, that's it. Accountability. Who accounts for what is happening? Who is the one who is changing the narrative of what is happening? Like I said, as a First Lady, I am not part of a government system. I am a wife of a president. So when I speak on behalf of the people, because I understand what the people are going through. At the end of the day, I'm not being paid salary, and I cannot be fired either. So that's the advantage. That's the advantage of being a first lady. But I believe that for Africa, what is happening in Africa today, it need to change, and it need to change now. There is no time like now, because for Sierra Leone, we now have a president who believes that we cannot wait for other people to come and develop us. We cannot wait for another country to come and prescribe how our country should be run or what we need in our country. You know, this divide and rule, if you're close to China, we will not come to your country. If you're close to America, we will not come to your country. I mean, the fight that is between England, Europe, America, China, Russia is not a Sierra Leone fight. That's not our problem. We're fighting for our daily bread. We're looking to have education, just like America. We're looking to have good health facility, just like Europe. We're looking to have governance structure where one single person cannot be the dictator of a nation. That's what we're looking for. And in that process, we're going to be allies to everybody who wants us to grow. But if we now align ourselves with someone, and then this other person now feel offended that, oh, you know, I'm coming from China now. I flew in, I mean, I've gone around the world to get to Boston, you know. I went to China and then come here. Before here, I went to England and then flew into America. For me, I'm not restricted where I should go or who I should be talking to. I am going around the world to see a country that sees Africa not as not just as an ally of what you'll be getting from us, but a country that sees Sierra Leone as partners and treat us with respect. You cannot be coming to our country and take everything that will make us develop, and then you still treat us as inferior people, as if we don't know what we're doing. I think that is wrong. You know, we're looking for partners that value us. People that will come to our country and say, you know what, this country has suffered enough, they need to grow. We were once the atom of Africa. Every country within sub-Saharan Africa used to come to Sierra Leone for our education. And today, what can we be proud of? We cannot talk about education in Sierra Leone because they've ruined that for us. Everything that has empowered Sierra Leone has been ruined. And now we have a leader who wants to fix everything. There is a problem. In Africa, you should not have a leader that is assertive, a leader that knows what his people want, a leader that wants to change what is happening. The moment you have that, it's everyone's target. And then they find reason to slow you down, they find reason to stop you, and they use that system of corruption. They use corrupt people, they use negative people, they use unpatriotic citizens to come after a government who is doing what is right for a system. I think we need to address those issues. Unfortunately, I don't know I'm very good at name calling, but at the moment, I don't know who I should be screaming at.
I think.
Hi guys, welcome back once again to my YouTube channel. I'm B-Boy. Remember, if it was for the first time you're coming across my video, don't forget to like this video, subscribe and share. And to my returning subscribers, thank you so much for your love and support. Thank you so much for coming back and viewing my clips. So guys, in today's clips is all about the first lady of Sierra Leone. She has really came out and you have seen how she's so humble, how she's so fearless. She has really came out and said that how African countries are being exploited, how African countries, they are being suffering a lot because of the imperialists, because of those Western countries. There are other African countries who haven't attained their full independence, who doesn't enjoy their full independence because of these imperialists, because of those other Western countries who come to our country and they exploit our resources, leaving us remaining poor. And it's very sad. We have all seen how, I said how Sierra Leone, it has really suffered a lot. How a lot of raw materials, how a lot of minerals were being used by France, United States. And it's really high time for African countries to wake up. We want other African countries, not only African countries, also Caribbean countries, to be like Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso. We have all seen how these countries, they have joined their hands together and they are really enjoying their full independence. We have all seen how they removed all imperialists in their country. The good thing I really love about is like Burkina Faso, and we've all seen how Ibrahim Traoré is trending all over because he wants to be arrested. They are saying that he is using the resources of Burkina Faso for his protection or for his security, but Ibrahim Traoré is using resources to improve the infrastructure of Burkina Faso, to improve or to increase job opportunities, to reduce unemployment rate in Burkina Faso. This is the reason why there's a lot of leaders who are feeling bad for him because of the good work he's really doing, because of the good work he's doing for his people, and this is the reason why this guy is trending all over. So the first lady of Sierra Leone, he has humbly came out and exposed the bad behavior of the Western countries that come to African countries, come to Caribbean countries. They invest all over in our countries. They buy even private beaches, and they buy even public beaches and make them to private beaches, whereby they benefit in all those things, leaving us local people to remain poor. And this mentality of Africa or Caribbean to be among the poorest continent on earth, it will be remain so. Especially the black man, it will remain so. Because of these imperialists that come to our countries and they do whatever they want. We have all seen how they travel to our countries freely. We welcome them with a good heart, but there's no any way any African person or Caribbean person, it has reached to a point whereby if you have to visit to these countries, to Western countries, you must have a visa. And nowadays to get a visa, you have to go for a long process so that at least you can get that visa. So African people, Caribbean people, it's really high time. This is a wake-up call. These people, they have seen how Africans, they have started to open their eyes, how they have started to wake up, how they have started to join their hands together. And they have realized that African people, they are really waking up. Caribbean people, they are really waking up. So this is the reason why they just want us to remain fools, so that at least they can use us, so that at least they can come and use our local resources whenever they want. But it's really high time for African people, we do what is right, especially our African leaders. Let us stop being puppet leaders. Caribbean leaders, let us stop being puppet leaders, because at the end of the day, we local people are the one who will suffer. We local people are the one who need change. In African countries, we need our own Ibrahim Traoré in our own African countries, not just to admire him. He is the president of Burkina Faso. Let us make our own Ibrahim Traoré of our own countries. Let us change our leaders' mind so that at least we can be able to benefit for our own resources. We can be able to benefit our full independence, but not to be controlled by other Western countries, not to be controlled by other peoples. It's really high time we do these things on our own, and we'll be very, very far much better. Look at the other country, African leaders, they have been independent for over like 60 years, but they are still borrowing loan to other countries, whereby if our leaders go and borrow loan, we are the one who remain, our local people are the one who will suffer, because local people are the one who will suffer to repay that loan, because of the government will increase the taxes in the country, to increase the high rate or it will increase the living standard in the country, whereby we'll be able to suffer because we'll be paying the high taxes in the country. So guys, let us do what is right. African people, let us wake up. Caribbean people, this is a wake-up call. Let us wake up so that at least you can make Africa a better place. At least you can make Caribbean a better place. And let us support one another. Let us join our hands together. Support one another like Chinese people do, like these white people do. I have realized one thing: black people don't support one another. Let us support one another, and this is one of the things that is killing us. Let us support one another, and we'll be in a very much better place. So guys, if it was for the first time you come across my video, don't forget to like this video, subscribe and share. Thank you so much for your time. May God bless you wherever you are. One love. Let me see you in the next clip.